Everything started more than a year ago when Monad was just an idea, and I was one of the first ones that talked about Monad. And on my video, my first video about Monad, I explained everything and why this project is so special. So today this is our last part of this Monad series. Stick around until the end, because after the new Dapps I will explain my strategy and how can you make your wallet special in contrast to other people. Then the testnet began, and this was my first video about the testnet. This was a Monad marathon, if you remember. Then we got part number 2, 3 and 4. So today our last video about Monad. Guys, I've shown you more than 70 dApps, so you can have a lot of interactions about Monad. So 15 new protocols for today. All the links can be found down in the description, which redirects you back on my website. Here on subscriptions you can also access our Discord team. This is the Web3 Paradise, tutorials on how you can start from zero. Guys, come and join our team. Not a financial advisor, this is only entertainment. So let's begin for step number 1 with faux bridge. This is one more way to transfer real money to fake Monad money. Here there are all the available networks from where you can begin: Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, Binance, Avalanche and ZkSwap. Oh, there's more: Scroll, Zora and Lydia. Come on, who uses Scroll or Zora anyway? So you can transfer real Ethereum, for example $2, and get back 15 testnet monads. One more way to acquire these precious monad tokens. Let's deploy one contract now for monad testnet on MintAir. This is step number 2 and we're here on MintAir protocol. As you can see, there are lots of networks here. This is Somnia, this is OG, this is Mega. So come and deploy contracts on all our testnet airdrops. For today we're choosing Monad, and you have 4 options: timer, token, NFT and custom. So you can choose whatever you like from here. Let's say token, give it a name, give it a symbol and deploy your contract. Decentralized exchange for step number 3, and it's called Atlantis. First of all, you need to go to faucet tab and claim all 4 faucets for Atlantis: the wrapped Bitcoin, the wrapped Ethereum, USDT and USDC. So here go ahead and mint all the tokens, then start swapping here like always from Monad to Atlantis or any of these pairs. Once you do this and you have some tokens, go to pool and enter some liquidity. Here on my position, as you can see, I've already entered some liquidity. This is Atlantis and Monad and Atlantis and USDC. You can do the same, just choose your pair. For example, Atlantis and USDC, create your position, enter the amount that you want, narrow, common, wide or full range. The narrower the more fees you earn, but at the same time you are in a danger of getting out of position like all the other liquidity pools. Then what you can do is go here to the TRI section, and here you can convert some Atlantis tokens to the TRI. How do you get Atlantis? Of course, when you go to swap, you can swap into Atlantis, and once you got the Atlantis, come here and stake it to earn these TRI tokens. Here converted, not stake it, but it's the same results. So once you get the TRI token, you can go to earn, and here enter some amount of this and stake it. And one more feature in this Atlantis DEX that I really like is here the staking monad. Choose the amount of monad, click on staking, you can stake and get back the APR monad. I've already explained about the APR monad in a previous monad video. This is a liquid stake protocol for monad, and we will need the APR monad later in the video. Kinza Finance, which is a borrowing lending protocol for step number 4, and you know what we're doing here. You can deposit some assets, for example monad. Click on the monad, and here you can supply some amount of the monad tokens that you already have in your wallet, and then you can go and take a loan. Let's choose USDC, and here you can borrow. As you can see, I've already borrowed some USDC. Here you can repay them, and you can borrow any other assets. Here on your dashboard you can see everything. I've supplied some monad tokens and I've already borrowed some USDC and some USDT. Now I can borrow this via BTC. So choose any amount of this, for example 3, and borrow this one. By using Fuku on step number 5, you can participate on some raffles that are making. Let's go here on the raffle, and as you can see here, this is the raffle that it's live right now. So you can click on the participate, and here you can choose any amount of your monad tokens. Let's choose 0.25 and deposit for this raffle. We're going to deploy one more contract for step number 6, this time for playground. Again, same like the other one. Choose counter or symbol token, choose monad network. Here again there are more networks, Megaeth, OG again, Sahara, Pharos. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm going to do this next. Obviously connect your wallet and click on deploy contract, so you have one more contract. One more DEX for step number 7. This time is BubbleFi. Let's begin here on the faucet. Claim Pepe, Moyaki, Molandak on the faucet. Once you claim all these tokens, come here and start swapping between these assets. As you can see again, APR monad. So when you do any swap here, you can go to pools and here you can create a position exactly like we did for the first decentralized exchange. Choose your pair and enter the liquidity. Once you approve both pairs, you can supply your amounts. Let's shift gears to meme coins for step number 8, where here on Pandaria token mill you can trade all these memes, and of course you can launch your own token. So you can put your image, the name, the symbol, obviously the chain is monad, the shard description, and create your token. I just complete all the information needed and I'm creating my token. Of course on the homepage you can buy or sell any meme coin. Let's select PopCap for example, put your amount here and you can buy or sell this token. So I'm clicking buy and I'm buying this meme coin. I got you one more decentralized exchange for step number 7. It's called OpenOcean, and for monad testnet, make sure you be on monad testnet. Only the swapping feature works, all the others are on Arbitrum mainnet if I remember correct. Anyway, just use the swapping feature and swap between assets here. For example, monad to wrapped Ethereum. Let's explore Olab predictions market. Just like poly markets, this is on monad testnet. For the majority of the predictions here, you're going to need APR monad. Remember, I told you in the previous steps, or you can go here on stake.ipr.io and stake directly to APR monad. Start from monad and stake to this token. So here you can choose any of these predictions. Let's say this one, will Trump meet Pope Leo before August? I'm choosing no. I'm betting some on my APR. This website seems a little bit of problematic, but don't worry, choose any of these and make your bets. Because ZK Sync is a trust, ZkSwap shift their attention to monad. So let's remember our old friend ZkSwap for step number 11, and here you can choose monad testnet. That's why they're shifting their attention here, because this is not even a network in my opinion. So start by swapping again between assets on monad network and go to pools and add any of this liquidity. My choice for ZkSwap was monad and USDT. I put my amounts here, I chose my tire, enabling USDT, and then add your liquidity. You know how much I love games, hashtag not. So for step number 12, a game, the ExoSpirits, but I'm doing this one because this is very easy. Just click on explore every 1.5 hours. Guys, I'm doing this only once per day, but you can do it every 90 minutes. There are more features here. Let us know if you know what to do right over here. Challenge, incubators, lore, spells, anyway, quests, but I'm not doing them. I'm stick to only one interaction every day. Purps DEX is the last decentralized exchange for today. So for step number 13, let's head to Purps. Here you can swap between assets. My choice is monad and max, super max. Let's see, let's swap to this one. Again, go to pool section and choose any of these pools. I'm choosing max and monad, and I'm adding some liquidity here. Half of the max, 0.25 of monads, and I'm supplying. They have a great staking feature here where you can stake monad and get back all these 3 liquid stake protocols. I've explained all of them in my previous video. So choose APR monad, S monad, or S monad here. Choose any of these and swap to their staking derivatives. This is very nice. Step number 14, and we're going to R2 money because they added one more network, and obviously this is monad. This is my video about R2 money. I met the team in token 2049 here in Dubai where I live, and these guys seems very nice. They have a great vision. Here are all my steps. So start doing R2 money. This is a great airdrop, but for now let's go here and be on the monad testnet. Your goal is here to swap all the faucet of USDC. I'm explaining in my video how to get these faucets from their Discord, and once you stake them to R2 you can go to earn and you can swap the R2 to stake R2 50% of this, and then you can go to liquidity and add as liquidity. For Monad right now we don't have because it's a new network, but you can do it to Ethereum, Plume and Arbitrum Sepolia. Lastly, for step number 15, we have the 2048 game. Once you connect here, you need to start a new game, but you need to fund your wallet on Monad. If I remember correct, fund via game faucet, but I got this error. A lot of guys from our community have managed to achieve this, so if you're one of them, well done. I cannot play this, I have zero idea why. Now, as I promised on the beginning, a piece of advice about Monad. Alright, everyone is telling there are millions of wallets handling Monad, and this is one of the most overfarmed airdrops. Yes, it's overfarmed, but guys, let's see this. So from the 320 million wallets that everybody is saying right now is doing Monad, only 1 million wallets are active daily. Guys, this is 0.3%, something like this, and this number has dropped significantly since the peak of April because of the situation of the market. Moreover, how many wallets do you think that have transactions over 50 different days? That's only 1%, guys, with a 73% of wallets being active for less than 1 day. And lastly, the percentage of wallets that have over 100 transactions are only 0.3%. So yes, this is well more overfarmed than other airdrops, but guys, the numbers are not so bad. If you've done everything from my videos, you are of course in the top 1% of the wallets. But even all this could not be enough for their airdrop. So 3 more ways to distinct your wallet from the mass. Let's start. First one, the NFT collections. Here on our Discord we have a Monad channel where we put everything about Monad and all their collections. So a lot of guys here have positioned their wallets in the top by interacting with these NFT collections. This could make the difference, guys. NFTs not my thing, so I'll pass on the first way, but there are a lot of NFT collections like Monadverse, like I don't remember them, I'm not into NFTs, but this could be really game changer. Second, their Discord roles. I was lucky enough to get the full access role, but there are more roles. For example, this guy has the nuts roles. This is one of the best roles to have for Monad, and there's the top OG nuts role. If you have this, I think the airdrop is guaranteed, so try to get as many roles as you can on their Discord. Lastly, the third way is the wormhole staking and the Pyth network staking, but I think wormhole a little bit more because when Monad launched their testnet, they were exchanging hearts on Twitter. So yep, especially wormhole stakers might get an extra boost, or this could be a big criteria. I'm staking both tokens. Monad could be life changing, guys, if you position yourself in the top 0.1%. We got a guy on our Discord that has 20 active Monad wallets, and all of his wallets are on the top 1%. So let's see. Like this video, guys, please, if you found all this information useful. It costs 0 gas fees, totally free. Here on my website you can explore a lot of airdrops. Always a nice comment in the video is appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. At the bottom all the official Monad links. Here are all our steps. That was it for this Monad series, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Start interacting today if you haven't. See you on the next one.